this lesson, we're going to write out a simple Matlab script that will make use of both the repetition data structure as well as selection data structures. And we're going to combine both if statements, if, else if, else, and switch statements, as well as use a for loop. And so the scenario is that we want to create a script that will take input from a user, and based on the number that the user enters, it is going to identify whether the day of the week is Sunday, Monday, etc., and if it is a weekday or weekend. And so we'll have, if the user enters 1, then we're going to consider that it is Sunday and the weekend. And if the user enters 2, we're going to consider that it is Monday and a weekday, and so forth. Sunday and Monday, of course, is what we will consider to be weekend days. So we will start our script here. When we want the user to be able to enter this at least 4 times. So that is going to be the constraint that we use for our repetition for loop. And so we will start with giving the for loop construct or for loop keyword for, and we're going to say counter equals 1 to 4, which will allow us to execute the sequence 4 times. And then we're going to consider user input of day equals input. Say, please enter a day number from 1 to 7. 1 is going to equal Sunday, 2 is going to equal Monday, etc. Okay, and so we will start logically. Let's go ahead and put in here. So logically, what we want to say is if day is going to equal 1, and this is going to denote that we're Sunday. And then we're going to declare a variable, it is. And we're going to say the weekend. And then we're going to have an else if. Day equals 7. We're going to denote that this is a Saturday. We're going to say it is the weekend. Then we're going to say else. It is equal to a weekday. And this is going to represent Monday through Friday. Okay, and so what we've done here is that we've established what days determine if we are at a weekend or a weekday. And Saturday and Sunday represent weekends. So we have 2 if statements. If day equals 1, it's going to be the weekend, or if day equals 7, and it's going to be a weekend too. Anything else is just going to be a weekday. So now we need to also be able to print out what we want to be able to print out what the day is. And so we can just do this with a series of appropriate switch statements. So we'll say switch day, and we'll say case 1, day name is going to equal Sunday. Case 2, day name is going to equal Monday. case 3. Day name is going to equal Tuesday. And we'll continue this so forth. We'll do, so we can just copy. Update these values here. So our last consideration is for Saturday. Okay, and so we have put in all of our days, and if the user enters any number or other than 1 through 7, we're going to output an error. Okay. Then we will end our switch statements. And then we're going to also need to print what the result will be. So we will say today is, and we're going to print out our string value. And it is and so we'll print out day name and our variable it is. And so this represents our script where we have created a for loop. It'll prompt the user 4 times. So if we run our program, so it says, please enter a day number from 1 to 7. Let's enter 3. Little error. So let's try one more time. And it says today is Tuesday and it is a weekday. It prompts us again to enter our number. We'll enter 1. And today is Sunday and it is the weekend. We'll enter 1 more. Today is Tuesday and it is a weekday, and we'll enter to test our error message. And it prints out our message, invalid day number. So in this example, we have provided a very straightforward example utilizing a variety of control structures, and that we have our for loop construct to represent the iteration. We use two decision control structures for if statements as well as a switch statement. Now, another approach that we could have also taken is that we could have said if day equals 1 or day equals 7 to simplify our code. So if we were to try this approach again, run, we can enter 1, we can enter 7, and it does. It says today is Saturday. And so that is another approach that we could use using combinational logic. And we do this because 1 and 7 will represent our 2 weekend days. And any other day is going to represent the appropriate day during the week. So this provides us with a simple example that will illustrate how we can incorporate various constructs into our program to make it a little bit more engaging and incorporate repetition as well as switch statements. and if else statements.